Oh look, the volcanic winter has ended. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. It's almost as if this series is going so slow for so long that the gods have intervened and decided that the volcanic winter is no longer. Alright, within the lore, it was probably a hurricane or something, you know, the wind was going a bit faster than usual. It spread the ash everywhere and we're all okay. Welcome to Hell's Kitchen, episode 15, and today we're going to hit the ground running. I have a few things in mind for this episode. Number one, I'm going to kit out the hydroponics completely. We need to start on drug production ASAP Rocky. We need to be pushing out smoke leaf, yayo, all that good stuff soon as possible, because we need to be growing some drugs so we can make John good again. Because obviously we made John nerfed. John has been nerfed beyond belief. Despite now, you know, recovering a little bit of his ability, still very nerfed. And John, the only way we're going to make you good again is by filling you with a lot of illegal narcotics. The good stuff, you know how it is. The next job that we have on our list is obviously the hotel, a job that I've had since episode 1, and it's just not going very well, but we should be able to complete that this episode. The next one is to sort out meatloaf, lamb, chicken, and spag. All of them are coming up to another age goal. Age goal, I think, is the word I'm looking for. So spag will be able to do research when she next levels up, but meatloaf will be able to do a lot of other jobs, and lamb and chicken will also then be able to do things. And as a result, we'll be pretty much gaining 2 extra colonists and have 1 full-grown adult within spag, which opens up so many different realms of opportunities and will mean we'll have an extra colonist to put onto research, we'll have colonists to craft. It's going to be so good. So today is the episode of preparation and actually getting things sorted, because we'll be able to, finally. So if you enjoy any of today's episode and you're excited to see me fill up the anal bead hydroponic room, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. Let's get into things and let's wake John up and get her to go do some work. Just finally seeing some of the downsides of naming our child Coke, a cola. Chicken is playing peekaboo with Coke, playing with Coke, bearing in mind Coke is a child and not a white substance. Chicken fillet playing with Coke. Just so Rimworld, isn't it? And our first raid of the episode, 11 ogres from the tribe of the ogres, yes, have arrived nearby. There are 11 tribes, people, of ogres, except this person is definitely not an ogre. They are a frost jotun. Oh, hold on a second. A lot of them have just been absolutely obliterated by meteorites. His Hump's still alive. Humps is still alive, so we should be okay. Lamb, however, and same with the slaves, unfortunately, are currently outside the walls. Not ideal. Trifle and Ode to Cologne, please go get involved. Acosta, you're going to have to get involved as well. Same with Pudding. I don't care about everyone else, but Lamb is the most important. Pudding has gotten involved here. I wonder how she enjoys getting surrounded by 3 different ogres and getting pounded with knives and things. And John is the last one left out of all the slaves and everyone up here. Oh, John, you are still very powerful, which I am very keen on, especially at the moment. Lamb is also putting in the absolute work. Okay, John has actually managed to go down here. 47 conditions need tending. They have only been knocked out, so it's Lamb, the 6-year-old child, versus however many ogres. Perfect. He's trying to kidnap our ice cream girls as well, which is really not ideal. John has managed to get back up. Trifle is down as well. Lamb is doing her thing. And they are actually fleeing as well. Okay, perfect. No worries at all. We survived. Nice. A few casualties being ourselves taking damage. But John is absolutely fine. The ice cream girls are A-okay as well. Acosta has a few issues, but we came out of that absolutely fine. And we've now actually managed to finish the entrance to the base. I know it's not much. It's 2 towers with an entrance. But at the moment, it'll do. It's not a big focus of the base. Everything else is. And the previous research has been finished. I think it was some form of food that we were doing. But next we've got heating, watermill generator, or deep wells. Let's go for deep wells. I think that is one of the water things we needed to do to get running water, I think. Okay, so we are now literally halfway through building the hotel, and even more than that, probably 2/3. The bottom half down here has been complete. Then this middle half has got 2 more bedrooms left to do, and the top half has been more or less all been delivered of resources. I think we're ready to open up the hotel. These rooms down here are going to be our most expensive rooms here. So we're going to set them at the grand price of 60 silver. Bougie as anything. The ones up here are going to be our cheapest bedrooms. I'm going to put them at 30. 30 sounds good. And these ones up here are going to be like our also very expensive ones, but not quite as expensive because they're the furthest away from everything. So these will probably be like 40. But there we go. We've now opened for business. Yes, they don't have running water. Yes, they are looking into mountainsides and everything. Yes, they kind of have a restaurant area that's still charred from when everything burnt down. But, you know, money is money at the end of the day. They can, like, wash themselves in the sea and, you know, piss and shit there and do everything else they want there. And our first lot of visitors have arrived and are visiting the colony. Oh, wow, we are in for a treat. The first lot have arrived. This is nice. This feels nice. And the first one has gone into the bed and has spent their 60 silver on one of the luxury condos looking out to sea. This one doesn't even have a view of any mountains or anything. That is pure luxury. Marcia, the 22-year-old lady, side-casting female citizen of the Empire. Are you having a good time? Great value, lots of bed, good reputation, 60 silver. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now that we've got to this stage, we need to start entertaining our guests. It's always been a thing that I'm going to have the ice cream ladies entertain, which is exactly what we're going to do. The ice cream ladies will be the ones entertaining these lovely guests because, you know, they're ice cream ladies. They've got very entertaining qualities and a growth moment for Lamb. Congratulations, Lamb. You can have firefight, handle, cook, hunt, groan, do all those exciting things. They are depressive, obviously, but they can now do more things. Choose one skill for Lamb to increase his passion for art. He can't do that yet, which is not very good. But they can also become a gastronomist, feeble, fisherman, or sloth. Feeble's not a good one. Fisherman could be a good one because we do need somebody to be good at fishing. But gastronomist, unfortunately, at the moment, is the only one that makes sense. Just for the fact they've already got the 12 double passion. And this means I can take Spag totally off cooking and have Spag on research instead, I think. So whatever happens, this is good. So Spag is only 12 years old. Unfortunately, research can only be done for the age of 13. So how far away is Spag from becoming 13? Very close. What's that? I think there's literally 30 days away, a month in game. And then she will be able to do research. And when that happens, Lamb will be on cooking, who's already at 20 cooking, by the way, which is insane. Jesus Christ, a 7-year-old with 20 cooking, ridiculous. Lamb will be only on cooking, Spag will be on research with Branston. And the next issue we have with the hotel is that some guests can't claim a bed because they can't afford it. You are from the Empire. How much can you afford? 20 silver. We don't entertain the povos. We have high luxury bedrooms here. Okay, that's fair enough. I guess in order for us to make the most possible money, we should probably try provide a cheaper area for them. We do very conveniently have like a space at the back here where we could have cheaper bedrooms. Blech, cheaper. Or we could just go here and like cut into this mountainside here and have like a little like bunk bed area. That's like 10 silver, you know. Still make money off them, but not as much. Shoot up the barracksy sort of cheapo area of bedrooms along here. So we'll have a bunk bed here that will be like 10 silver. And then we'll have these 3 rooms here that are going to be 20 silver. Still not enough to like replace the main rooms, but enough that people will still spend money, which is what we want. Very conveniently, one of these traders do have a heavy machine gun for us to buy off them, which I am going to be able to do. I haven't really done any trading this series whatsoever, but this is a fantastic excuse for us to get rid of some of the just shit that we've been accumulating, which is very nice. We are buying ourselves a heavy machine gun, which is always very nice. I mean, I'd like Coke to eventually have the heavy machine gun, because I do like the idea of a 3-rod with one of those. So when Coke reaches the age of 3, that'll be their weapon. And another visitor, a fringe shitposter from the sovereignty of God, is visiting the colony. She is named Praxadas Elgi. What sentence is that? Like, how? How does the game even form a sentence like that? Yeah, I mean, a 67-year-old shitposter. What on earth is going on? Like, what? Well, at least they spend some money and, like, sleep in our bed and stuff. You know, we take that. We take that. And trait, depressive. I thought we weren't going to see any more of these. I've been doing a really good job keeping everybody happy. Colonists coax constant stress has made their depression become permanent. You are 2 years old. You know nothing more than this room that you're in. I have a psychic emanator in here to make you feel better. What more can I do? I can guarantee that the reason that they are now depressed is the genetic pessimism. Woo woo na na, goo gaga na. Translation: natural penalty from the unhappy gene. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. I don't think that's fair, because I've definitely been doing our best to maintain this child. And we've now built 2 new food benches. We have the soda table and the condiment prep table. The condiment prep table very obviously does condiments. Do any of these provide anything extra to our people? Not that I can tell. No, it seems to just be an extra ingredient that we can add to things to make things better, I think. So I guess I'll just queue up all of them, and as we get the resources, we'll make them. Maybe not the Luciferian powder. Let's not make anything with that. And with the soda table, however, these do give some benefits. They give plus consciousness. They give reduced hunger, which is nice. Lots of them give just like lots of different plus consciousness. Yeah, it seems like they do act as drugs, but they're always safe, so people can just drink them all the time. Coffee increases recreation, which is nice. All of them seem very good to make, actually. Really, really good. Requires us to make syrup. How do we make syrup? We do syrup at the soda table. Obviously, that does make the most sense, funnily enough. So I'm going to queue up just all the different syrups and just see what happens. I will make extra of the bulk ones, obviously, and then I'll do the same as we did with all the condiments and just queue up some of all of them. And the worst that can happen is that somebody overdoses on banana soda. You know. There we are. We've now finished the top half of the hotel as well. So these, as once again, will be the slightly not the cheapest and not the most expensive, kind of in the middle. And these will be 30 silver for people to use. So we do have obviously the cheap area left to do. It's the last area we've got to do. But we'll just get round to that when we get round to it. I'm not going to prioritize it. I'm not going to get John to kind of get on with it as soon as he can. We'll just do it as we do it. So that is the hotel more or less completely done. The bedrooms are the bare necessity for us to get people in. The ice cream ladies are hopefully doing their thing of entertaining people, I hope. There's no one here, so they are not currently entertaining. So the next job on the list is the hydroponics. Now we have queued up all of the hydroponics basins for the second anal bead here. This is the one that I'm going to use exclusively for growing drugs. So we'll have like smoke leaf and cyquid leaves, and that'll be about it at the moment. And the last one down here we'll do for more specialist things. And we're now very nicely working on all of our condiments, stews, milks, mayonnaises, syrups. We have finally reached the stage where we're actually cooking with exciting foods. Over here, we've even got some bloody hot sauce. Nice! The freezer is looking full. We've got excess of every single food possible. This is how the series is meant to be. It's looking good. Now, we're not going to be able to fully get into this quite yet, however. What the goal will eventually be is that we can go into the drug policy and assign everybody everything, and there are so many things to assign. I can't wait to assign everybody sorrow to make them take it all the time. I'm sure that is just a fantastic drug for them to take, obviously. So many things that we can assign this drink that will only make them feel good about themselves. But obviously, it's going to take a lot of time to make and grow everything. A lot of these things are going to require me to grow certain things specifically. Like, I don't think at the moment we're growing any cherries, nor are we growing any dates or anything like that. Which is why the hydroponics rooms are being worked on very nicely. Perfect, and the second hydroponics basin room has been complete. So I think all the hydroponics basins on this side here, these are all going to grow. These can all grow smoke leaf, and then the ones on the other side, these can all collectively grow psychoid leaves, I guess. You know, one and the other makes the most sense. But the drugs room is on the go. We have started on that. The one at the bottom here, I'll probably assign like specific foods that we need to grow in order to make specific products. That would be the ideal. I do absolutely love to see the ice cream ladies entertaining our guests. It does just work so well. And for all the wrong reasons, you know, charmed times 3. Like, of course Paolo was charms times 3. He was just spoken to by a lovely ice cream lady. He's a dunce. Of course he loved it. And with our expansion into the kitchen and more things being made and condiments being produced, we have finally done it. Cheese. Cheese has been achieved. Oh my god, this is so good. We've got syrups up the yazoo. And the freezer still looks healthy, you know, we've still got a nice amount. We do need meat. That is the one thing we are missing out on. And, you know, maybe when Baby Coke reaches of age and they get their heavy machine gun, maybe they'll be our hunter, you know? Deep wells have now been completed, but next we've got ourselves solar panels or pemmican. Let's go for a reroll. Colored lights, pottery, xenogenetics. Are we ready to start genetically altering our demons to become better? I don't think we are. We can't even... We've only just started cooking properly, you know? We've only just started getting a reliable food source. We're nearly there, but not quite. But colored lights? Yeah. Love them. Growth moment. Spag has become an adult of the ripe old age of 13. Nice. Spag is now old enough to do the following: Smith, research, genetics, blah 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 blah. Choose one skill for Spag to increase her passion. Intellectual, which is the one we wanted her to increase her ability in, because she will be joining Branston on the research front. Choose a trait for Spag. Tough, teetotaler, submissive, or no trait. I'd like to remove a trait if I could. But instead, we're actually going to go for tough. You know, incoming damage multiplier down by 15%. Okay. Just like that, Spag has reached the adult life and looks exactly the same, just slightly bigger. So unfortunately, this is all we have time for today. But we look on the bright side, we have had a fantastic episode. So much progress. Holy moly. Hotel's been complete. Freezer's been done. Cheese has been achieved. Hydroponics rooms have not been yet completed. We have just started queued up the very last bead in the anal beads. So once this one's been completed, I'll go through and just grow all the things that we need. Coffee, backseat pineapples, things that take a long time to grow. And I might even extend it next episode to have another section over here for other things that we might need that are drug based. I've also started working on a quote unquote kill box over here with the turrets that we've got. Very, very nice. Everything has gone well, and if not better, it's been fantastic. But next episode, it's going to be the same again, except we're going to start working on genetics, I think. We're almost at a point now where we can start genetically altering Spag, and I think we could attempt again to extract her ovums. Whether this works or not, I don't know. We'll queue up and find out next time. So you have enjoyed today's episode, and are excited as I am for this little reboot. Consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.